Okay, great. So it says the session is being recorded. So Lynn, I would love for you to basically, we're just going to use this as a workshop session. So you have the instructions open in front of you, and we can just literally walk through this. Maybe you can show me your screen. We can do a screen share.
Okay.
And because I don't know for you, but for me, to learn, like I love like clicking through and doing all the steps myself. And I figured that's like the easiest way to learn. And I can be here. I can sort of guide you, answer your questions, and we can actually create our next webinar while we're on the phone.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Awesome. So you should see an option to share your screen near the top. So let me know, whenever you're ready, feel free to do so.
Let's see. Where should I see it? Let me see.
Okay, do you see where your microphone is? It's like a green.
Yes.
Like green. So right next to it says share your screen. There's a little circle button.
Mine doesn't say that.
Oh, huh.
So
I wonder if I need to let me make you presenter.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I have to download some little thing.
Okay.
All right. All right. Can you see it? That I just pulled up the instructions?
Yes, I see your instructions. Great.
Okay, cool. All righty.
All right. So basically, in terms of the instructions, there's like 4 main things that need to happen in order to create a webinar. So it's kind of a long process, but it'll go quickly once you get used to it. But essentially, the first thing we need to do is that we have 4 GoToWebinar accounts that TNCP owns, and then we pay for on an annual basis. So there is a wiki page, of course, for everything. There's a wiki page for all of our Gotomeeting calendars. So the first step that we need to do is check one of those calendars for each of those 4 accounts to see which one is available for us for the dates that we want the event to be.
Okay.
Then after we do that, then we can log into Gotomeeting and actually then create the webinar from there.
Okay.
After that happens, we will need to go into Pardot to create the landing page that the candidates see to actually register, because we do that all through Pardot. So the candidates will register using Pardot, so we have to update that form, and then the last thing we need to do is notify Haley. Step 4 here is to notify Haley, and she will put all of our events onto our website so that's we can start getting marketing on that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so our next webinar is, and I should know this already, but I don't, so let me just pull it up right now. Our next webinar is going to be December 7th. This will be like our general information session. So let's create, a session for that. So we'll go through the first step. Can you go to that wiki page?
Okay.
Perfect. I like to try to keep everything on Gotomeeting 1 wherever possible, because it's very easy to copy old webinars, and just use that as a template for the next webinar. So
okay, cool.
Keep my fingers crossed. Hopefully, it looks like December 7th is available in the evening.
Yeah.
Great.
It is. Do you want? Okay, so let me go back to. Sorry, I'm like going back and forth.
Yep.
And then I need to add it, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Just applicant webinar? Is that?
Yeah, you can call it whatever because this is internal, so you can call it, info session, whatever you want to call it. It's just our own internal use.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. All right. December 7th. And then 7 p.m. Eastern, correct?
8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern. Oh, okay.
right, so here it's tricky because you have to put it in military time.
Oh, all right. What, 20? Is that 20? Yeah.
Yeah, so hold on, go back to your instructions real quick. Because you want to give yourself a buffer.
Okay.
30
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to jump ahead.
no.
Instructions, Lynn. Cool. All
Um,
right.
now the other thing
30.
though is that I think Wiki knows that you are in Central Time, so you can put it in Central Time and it'll show up as Eastern Time on my end. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, so we wanted to start at 6:30 Central Time. So what is that? 18:30? Yeah.
That sounds right. Yeah.
With the 30, yeah, with a 30-minute buffer, and then let's see. It's an hour long, right?
It's 30 minutes long.
It's 30 minutes long. Gosh, why is this so hard? So
It's
till until
so hard for me too, don't worry.
so till so okay, so 7 until 7:30 Central Time with a buffer. I don't know. I can't figure this out, N-T. So I just want to do it till 19:30. Is that right?
So you'll want another buffer beyond that.
So till 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's so complicated. I swear this is like the hardest part of the entire, creating the webinar. Like I could sit there for 10 minutes trying to figure it out. Okay, put it in there. Put your name under who, if you can, so that we can always look back. We need to
Okay.
just know who it is. Your name should pop up. There we go. And then actually, while on my end, let me just check and see if it comes up as Eastern time when I log in. So after
Okay. So I should go ahead and press OK though, huh?
go ahead and save that. So again, this is our own internal calendar. It's not the end of the world if we need to go back in and change it, but this is so that other people know, within TeamSpeak if there are other events going on, so they don't use GoToWebinar at that same time. Because one time during our first year doing this, we had like 2 webinars booked back to back, and the first one went late, like it went longer than expected, and so we weren't able to start ours on time. It was a little bit of a mess. So.
Oh no. Okay.
Helpful. But let me see. So December 7th. See, it shows up as 6:30 on my end.
Yeah, you know what? Now it's showing up as, what did I put it in as? Yeah, that's okay. So it doesn't think I'm on Central Time? Is that what we're figuring out?
Yeah, I guess not. So
okay.
Yeah, so log back in or edit that, and put in the time. That's so weird because at the top it says, please use your own time zone when adding a meeting. The calendar will the view for each user's time zone. So I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with Wiki.
Okay, what does it tell you now?
So when I refresh, yeah, I see 7:30.
Okay.
Yeah, we wanted to start at 7:30 Eastern. So I guess a note for you and for anyone else on Central Time is that, or anyone that's not on Eastern, that I guess these calendars are Eastern Time.
Okay.
So you're good to go there. So now next instruction.
So log into Gotomeeting, yeah?
Yep.
And does it matter? So I want to do it under Gotomeeting 1, or does it?
Yeah, because in the calendar.
That's what the calendar?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Gotomeeting calendar 1. There's a total of 4 calendars. We have 4 accounts.
Okay.
Try to use calendar 1 wherever possible.
Okay. And let's see, Gotomeeting 1. You want me to just kind of go through this
Yeah,
as I'm doing it? Okay.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so go to accounts, my webinars, past webinars. Go to So I'm going to accounts, my webinars, and then past webinars.
Yep.
Where am I seeing this?
Yeah. So at the very top, hold on, I'm trying to move my screen so I can see. Yep. That down arrow, you should be able to see account.
Okay.
Yep, my account.
Got it.
Yeah, so that's why it's helpful to sort of walk through this because it's not super intuitive.
Yeah, sure. So my webinars,
Mm-hmm.
and then past webinars. Find our latest webinar and copy it. Alrighty. This one, right? The one that just happened last week.
Yep. Hit copy.
Copy it.
Yep.
And then I'm going to change the date. Yep. Anh-Thi, will you remind me when the next application deadline is?
Yes. December 14th is the next one.
Okay. Thank you. So, December 7th, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
So we should make that 8 to 8:30.
Oh, yep, okay.
Yeah. I don't know why that didn't copy over, but we just do it for the half hour.
Okay. And then schedule.
Yep.
Alrighty. So we've done all this. So we've done A, B, and C. Yeah?
I don't know if we did C yet. So let's go back. So this is the webinar. So if you scroll down, see there where it says, oh, a little bit too far, a little bit higher, and where it says branding and themes.
Got it. Yes. All right.
Cool. So click on edit there. I think that's where we're going to make the update to number C. Yep.
Is December 14th.
Yep.
Office hours on, let's see. Do you have the office hours pulled up?
Yeah, let's see. The next one after this, so December 7th, December 11th.
Okay.
Same time. Oh, I guess we don't have time in there, so that's fine. Oh, did we have time in there?
We did, yeah.
So same time, from 12:30 to 1:30 Eastern.
Okay.
Cool.
And then save that. All right.
So this welcome message is what they see when someone first logs in, and right in their chat box, they get this message.
Okay.
One that I've forgotten to update a couple of times last year, and I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it just obviously has the wrong dates in it. So this is one that we want to remember to update.
Okay. And then I'll save that.
Yep.
All right. How do I go back?
Yeah, the top, scroll back up to the top. You'll see manage webinar. Yeah, just click on that and it'll go.
Okay.
Yep. That'll bring you back to your main webinar page for that event.
Okay. Yeah, that is helpful to remember the whole branding thing, because honestly, I think I would, like, you see the description, right?
Right.
And I knew I'd edited the description, so I could see myself not remembering to edit the other thing.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I kept on doing too. So they're two separate things.
Cool. Okay, now I share, yeah?
So now, well, you're not sharing yet. You're continuing to make more updates. So there's a section called Share Your Webinar.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Section D.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Share your webinar email. Change reply to email to be your TNTP email address. Alrighty.
Oh, you know what? Let's change that. Not to your TNTP, but to the info box. I meant to change that. Should be the info.
Okay.
That way you're not getting a ton of emails.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's where it's set up to go right now.
Yep, so that's great. I'm going to remove that instruction for next time.
Okay.
Okay, so next step.
So everything under D, that's to do after the webinar.
No, this is all during. So right here, there's a section called follow-up email to attendees. GoToWebinar sends an automated email to everyone for us.
Okay,
which is
got
great.
it.
So we can set up that email in advance.
Got it. Okay. So this is, it's not telling me that it's in the email now. It's telling me to, set up what the email's going to look like.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So follow-up email to attendees.
Yep, right there.
Alrighty. Subject, update link to video, update.
So actually, you won't be able to update the link to the video until right after the event itself. So that's something for us to remember for later. You can update everything else in the email body.
Okay.
We actually put the link to the video yet, because that obviously won't be available until after we finish the event. Then Gotomeeting generates a video for us, which we then upload to YouTube.
Okay.
And then we put that YouTube link in there. So you see where it is now? That's a link to our previous webinar.
So that will have to be changed the day after.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Or even that night, like right after the event is done, the link, the recording is ready. We just need to upload it to YouTube. So as long as it's updated before 24 hours has passed, because this is sent out, I believe, right at 24 hours after the event.
Okay, great. So the next application deadline. And then I don't know whose name is, are you doing it or is Courtney doing it?
So you both are doing it, but let's just put one person's name so it doesn't get confusing. Let's just put your name on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter because all the emails go to the info box, but it just looks a little bit more personal. That's good.
And then
So the same thing that you just did. So that one email you just looked at right now was the email that would be sent to everyone who attended. So those are follow-up emails.
Okay.
Now there's going to be a similar email, a follow-up email to absentees. So that message is slightly different. You can make those same updates in there now.
So this in the instructions, it says something about add link to a still interested landing page.
Yeah, I don't think we decided to do that. So I should have removed that. Let's remove that for now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just making sure I had all the steps covered.
Yep. Yeah, I actually was just seeing that as you were doing that. I'm like, wait a second, I don't think we decided to do that. So ignore that for now. Maybe that'll come down the pike later on.
Okay.
All right, so here's where you will also later do another link to the video once that's ready.
To the recording. Okay, great. All right.
Very nice. Save that. Great. Now it's next. And that's it.
Okay. Great.
Okay. So now on to the Pardot part of it. So pull up Pard. Do you have multiple puppies in there?
Do what?
Do you have multiple puppies or is it just one?
Oh yeah, that's two. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, that's
You're like, wow, that's amazing how they change octaves, right? Yes, there's two of them, and they completely feed off of one another. Okay, marketing forms. Marketing forms.
So we'll always create a webinar after the previous one just completed. So we're able to use the same form, which is really nice because we don't have to create a gazillion forms. We'll just take the old form and update it for the new event.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Click webinar registrations. And then edit form, name next.
So do you see
All right.
you can hit edit form.
Oh, yeah. Great. Thanks.
Yeah. So here, name, you don't need to change anything, so you just hit next.
Okay.
And same with here, we'll keep the same form field, so you can just hit next.
Look and feel.
Yeah. Where we'll need to update.
So this is all the same, right? Or wait, we have to edit the date and everything.
Yep.
Okay. Time is the same. Yeah.
Very good.
All right. Update. Thank you. Okay, I need to update all this. Seventh webinar.
Yep. And here's the important part here, the register for webinar. You'll update the first completion item. So where it says register for webinar, right next to it, to the right,
Okay.
we're going to choose which webinar to register for. And there you go, the one you just created shows up.
Awesome. All right.
And that should be it because you're going to keep the same tag. You see that second completion item says add tags. We're going to keep that.
Okay.
That's fine. So you can hit next.
Okay.
And then confirm and save. Yay. So now we should go to, this is not in my instructions, but go back to Pardot. We want to test it out and see if it works.
Okay.
So to do that, we need to go to the landing page link, which I remember on the top of my head, but I'll show you where to get it. The landing page, you go to marketing up top, landing pages, and landing pages. And there should be a landing page called webinar right there. Perfect. You can just copy and paste the link right next to it, to the right. Yep. And this is where we can test it out. Why don't you register yourself and see what happens. Okay, great. And then now if we go back to Gotomeeting, we should be able to, I don't know if it shows up automatically, like right away, but we should be able to see you as a registrant.
Let's see, where, right here?
Yep, there. Let's hit refresh. And if you scroll down, did it refresh already? It didn't look like it on my end.
It says there's one registrant. Let me view.
Okay, great. That should be you.
Oh, it's not me. It's it's someone else named Ian Davis.
How did he register? So he registered
a minute ago.
Interesting.
Okay. Wait, let me refresh again and see if I am on here yet. That is so bizarre.
It's so funny. He must have just clicked on the link right when we created it. Go back to Pardot real quick because sometimes Pardot's a little bit faster with loading. So if you go back to Pardot, go to reports up top and go down to webinars. Yep.
That is so bizarre, huh?
That's funny. Yeah, he really must have just. Okay, so you see the info session up top. Yep, and I see 2 registrants. So if you click on
me and Ian Davis, yeah.
Great. So we know that the registration worked. We can check back again and Gotomeeting, but that list here in Pardot should be the same as the list that you see in Gotomeeting.
Okay.
Okay, so you finished. You created it. That's great.
Great.
Okay. Funny, though. Let's see if your name shows up. We can check again in a little bit. The last step is to update this information in the wiki page that I put a link there.
Okay.
Yep. And then Haley will then put it onto our website.
So let's see. And the toolkit edits. So I'll just add it.
Yeah, so if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you see
One second, sorry.
That's okay.
I got overeager.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. You can stay in the edit.
All right.
Yeah, I just want to show you at the bottom. That's where you'll add the event. So you can go back and edit the page, but you'll add it to that bottom portion.
Okay.
So there's two parts of this page. There are just general changes to the toolkit where you can see I've added a bunch of changes, but at the bottom there's a separate table for just adding events.
Okay. Cool.
Right there. So then that's where you'll add.
So just information session. Is this the same?
Yep. Let's give it the official title. So the official title is TNTP Teaching Fellows Information Session.
Got it.
Because that's what she will literally copy and paste and put onto the website.
Okay. Cool. And then, can I remember where the link was? Maybe? Got it off part a minute ago.
Yep.
Where did I just get to that, though? Let me see.
Yeah, so you'll want to go to landing pages. Yeah. And to the right is the link. It says Vanity URL.
It's just this link?
Yep, that link right there. It's actually, every webinar will always be the same link because we're using the same form every time. Remember how
great.
Yeah, that we're not creating a new form, we're just updating it from the event before. So it'll actually always be the same link. So that'll be helpful.
But. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's helpful. Does this have to be in military time?
No, just Eastern time.
Okay. All right.
I know, it's so funny. I've been wanting to see if there's a way to not do that in military time on that because it's just so
well, yeah, I know. I was like, wait, I know how to calculate it, but I don't really ever use military time, right? Let's see.
We can leave that. We don't need to put in about the moderators. Usually if there's like a special guest speaker or something like that, but if it's someone on our team, we can leave it.
Do we put in an event description? Something?
Yeah, we had something in the Gotomeeting. I think you can just pull.
Yeah, let's see.
So click on Manage Webinars up top. Wait. Yep. And that'll take you back to your sort of home screen for that event.
Does this work?
I think that works, unless you want to snazz it up or whatever. Haley, I'm sure, might play around with the wording too, but I think that's sufficient.
Okay.
I think that's good, and we don't usually have a graphic, so unless Haley chooses to do something, but that's it.
Okay, and then just save?
Just save.
And then that's it, right?
And then that's it. Very good. I know it's a lot of back and forth, a lot of steps, but you'll get used to it after you do a couple of events.
Cool. Well, and the instructions are super helpful, you know. I need the instructions in front of me.
Yeah.
Definitely. But, okay, cool.
So that's it. You're all done. You will do the same thing for the office hours as well.
Okay.
So if you actually go back to the Gotomeeting real quick, I can show you. We'll wait until after the Friday office hours to create a new one because similar to the info sessions, we want to be able to use the same link for registration.
Okay.
So just after each event, we'll just create the next one. So here, if you go back to the top and go click on My Webinars to the left in blue. Let's see. So you see the Friday, November 6th?
Yeah.
So once that one passes, so maybe put some time on your calendar for after 1:30 p.m. Eastern on Friday.
Okay.
And it'll show up in the past webinars, right, once it's done. And then you'll hit copy and do basically the same thing that you just did for the webinars, but for office hours.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so so should I just kind of go ahead and put that on my calendar for, well, I guess I'll just do it like office hour by office hour. There's no reason to do it like so far in advance if we're waiting until the last one passed. So.
Exactly. I think so. I mean, we can revisit the strategy later if we think that we should have 2 or 3 office hours in the calendar in advance. But let's see how it goes with the first couple where we just post one at a time.
Okay.
You know, like I mean, maybe we might determine later that candidates want to know 2 or 3 weeks in advance if there's one happening. So we might want to get, you know, I think the next one is November 23rd, for example. Like people might want to know that's happening in advance. So we'll see if that makes sense. But for now, for now, go ahead, block some time out on your calendar for Friday afternoon so that once we finish with these office hours, then you can go ahead and copy this and make the next one for November. I think it's November 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah, November 23rd, and that one will be an evening one. So.
Okay.
So you can do that.
Cool.
Awesome. But I saw that we already have 20 people registered for Friday, so that's exciting.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so I put that on. Cool.